Hello and welcome to Baby Steps in Movavi Video Suite 2025 Part 6 Using Texts. I'm Tony of Tony's Tutorials and we're on version 3.1.1 of Movavi Video Suite 2025. Right, first of all we need to go to the video editor and launch that. Okay. Then I'm just going to add a file for starters. Let's add a file there. If it'll let me. Give me a second. There we go. And I've got this golfing video here, which I'm going to put on there. Nice. So that's the golfing video there. I'm going to put that on. That's quite good. Right, so now what I want to do is add some text. So to do that, going over to the left, and you see this big T here, that's the text area. And I'm going to start off with doing a basic text. Click on the basics, and as you can see, there's one here called simple text. This one doesn't do anything, except for just puts the text up, right? So as it goes on, put the text on there, and you can put something on the area there, right? With some of the texts, the text boxes that we get on the sets that are in there, some of them have more than one line of text. What that means is, like this, is you've got a full text line here, but you can add things to this text, but you can have another text box afterwards, so you can have line 2. In this one there's only one line, right? So that means you could use it and add extra things on this line, but if you wanted to do the other one, you have to swap it for line 2. Like for the example, for credits, you have credits and then you have producer, director, blah blah blah. So you'd need producer and director on line 2, right? Because they'd be subtext, if you know what I mean, right? So first of all, if you want to change the text, you would go to this box here and click across and change it to something like, oops, change it to something else by typing in golf tournament, maybe. Like that. Or you could go actually on the preview screen and click on there and change it, or add something if you needed to by doing that, like that, or something else like that, maybe, right? So you got the golf tournament. You can also move this around on here, so you can put it up there higher or something, and you can change the sizes by clicking on the handles and pulling it across with your mouse button. Left mouse button hold and drag with your mouse, so you can do that and change it around. You can also click on the top one here and turn it around if you wished, right? There you got a 360 degree angle you can change it to on there, right? That's first thing. Secondly, if you want to change your font, you got your font here, and you can change it by going right up to the top where it's got airport there, and if you go about a third of the way down, you'll find you nearly a Z down here, but drag it along. You just see that there, the Z's there. In a minute, there's a Z just after that 18 there. There's Z, and that's only gone a third of the way down. But then it starts with that 18th century and ABZ again. So it's got another set of fonts there. So just be aware of that, because you might think, oh, I've gone through all the lot and there ain't now the font that I want ain't there, but it might be further down, right? So you've got to watch out for that. I'm just going to put it on that one for a moment. I want to show you something like next. Like, you can change the size with this sizing there. So say 200, that might be a bit too big. 120 or 100, like that. You've got bold, which looks a bit bigger, italic, or underlined. Right, they're all different according to which font you use. This font, I like this one, but it's a bit too bulky to tell the difference really with that. You can see it's just slightly bit bigger, but some fonts like this one, for example, let me show you that one. You put bulk on that one, you can tell, you can see how much bigger it is, right? Let's go back to the other font. Right, now you can align the text to the left, only to the right, or to the middle. You also got justify to justify it along the box of the text box itself. I prefer the middle instead. And you've got colours lower down, right? So let's just drag this slider down a bit by left clicking and holding and dragging downwards with your mouse. Now the colours there, just click on that and change the colours by using these dots here. You can change to red or blue or whatever colour you want. You can also use a dropper, or you can use the hexadecimal. You can change it to a different hexadecimal if you want to, or you can use a dropper like I just said and click on anything. Oops, what's happened to that now? Change the colour of that to unseeable. It's that colour, blue colour. I've clicked over here, that's why. But I clicked over here and done it here, it would have been alright. There you go. Or you can change it to a different colour, like somewhat on my image over here, for example. Like the green here, like that. Like a very dark green. So you can see that pretty well, can't you? Let's change it to white, actually, so it looks better. Right. You've also got the ability to make it less opaque, so that it's see-through, like that. You can see the guy through it, or the golf cart through it, and stuff like that. Right. So that's the opacity. With it, you get on that. Right. And you can make it full as well, so it's solid. Yeah. Right. So that's all that to do with the colour. And when you want a background, say you wanted a background, right, you click on it and you can change the colour, so it's white or orange or whatever colour you want. You can also make the background have semi see-through, right, like that. That looks pretty good, or like that even, or something like that. So if you want to do that, you could do that, or you could have it completely solid, right? So you could do that if you wish. If you don't want the backgrounding, you just press the circle with a red slash through it, and that'll get rid of it. Okay. Now, say you wanted an outline on your text, you've got options for different types of outline here, so you can click on that one, which is the finished outline, and you can change the colour to whichever colour you want. Can't see it myself, so I usually use the thickest one, right, so I can see it. So I can do blue, green, yellow, pink. So you could have any of those, but those are the most thickness you got there between them, different thicknesses, right? I would like more thickness choice, but I will discuss that with them when I contact their support in the future. I'll say, can we have a bigger outlines on the text, please? And there is an option for shadow as well. If you want to quit the outline, you just click on that circle there with a line through it there. And the shadow is the same, where you got a lot of shadow, a smaller shadow, and even smaller. So that's just different opacity levels, that is really on there. But you can click on it and then change the colour as well of the shadow to whatever colour you want. And as you can see, the strongest level on the shadow is opacity 71, but you can make it 100% if you wished, but it's still got some blurriness on it even if you put it 100%. Okay, just remember that. Right, and once you've done something, if you wanted to save it as a preset, you could click on there and save it as golf tournament, I suppose, like this. Just put golf. Oops, I forgot the O for some reason. I don't know, I've done that. I have got capital on, so I need to take that off and do it the other way around. Like that. Right, so that's that. So I've saved that as a preset, and there it is. So if, say, for some reason I've accidentally deleted it, I can find it there, put it back on, and there it is. And you can also change the words for that, and you still got the settings already set. So we could say golf test instead. Let's just change it to test. Yeah, so it's still got the settings on it already, so it would just change it to what it wants. Okay, right, so that's that one. That's the easiest way to tell you about the design for the title settings. I'm going to show you about the clip when I get an animated one, which is going to be next. So I'm just going to get rid of that text off there, and what I'm going to do is go back onto the text here over on the left, go back on basic, because there are some with animations on them, right? So like this heart shape, for example, that will have animation on it. So I'm going to drag that one down and use that one as another example and stretch it across, maybe the full length of there. Right, I'm going to click on the text box first. I want to select the whole of it and make it a lot smaller, because it's quite big, that is. I'll make it that small, like that, and I'm going to change always love you to something else, like oops, let's get that off there. I love golf. Let's put that. That makes sense, doesn't it? Being as it's golf thing, and I need to take the love and change that to little letters, the OVE, like that. Right, so I love golf, and we can bring that, make that a bit bigger actually. The words, let's do 80. We ain't done anything with that. I need to make them bigger, like this. That's it. Click on that and just bring that out a little bit more, like so, and put it in the middle of that. Okay, now what I want to do with this is, when we start off, I want it to come on there. So what I need to do is get my heart shape to be here. So I'm going to get it starting there, so I need to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do motion tracking using the heart shape. Right, so we're on the heart shape, and the motion tracking, I want it to start with that. Right, so let's click on the motion tracking. It's a dynamic object, right? And I'm going to bring the box over to there, and I'm going to track it, right? So it's going to track where the cart goes up that way, and because I've got the heart shape on that at the moment, it should follow it the right way. You got to make sure that heart's on it as well after, but make sure the square's on it first if you can. Hopefully this will work. I have tried it and made a mistake of it before, but we're going to try it and see. It's going the same position. There you go. So it is tracking it and going the way it's supposed to go. I have made it small enough so it covers that area. So I love golf, so it's going off there. And that's it, right? So that was the end of the video. So that's how you do motion tracking. All I did was put the heart shape where the actual item was starting, the thing that was I wanted it to track. Then I put the square of the track, the motion track. So let's just show you again. Let's start from the beginning. Let's put it back over here. So, right, so if we can see what we're doing, let's get the heart shape first. Right, so the heart shape, I'll put down the whole of the heart shape. Let's get that first. Let's just take off the motion tracking for a second. The whole of them, the heart shape, including the words, and put them down here. Make sure I got them in the place where it starts off. That's actually off a little bit, so I need to put it there like that. Right, so I'll make sure of where it started, and that's where the heart shape starts off. Right, then what I'll do next is I'll go onto the motion tracking for it, drag the square to where the middle of that cart is, so that it covers that, and then press track, making sure that I've got it on dynamic object, because it is a dynamic object, because it does actually have animation on it. Right, so we're going to do that and let it track, and it will do motion tracking for you. Hopefully it'll work right in a moment. Let's just show it again. Hopefully that should be fine. Let's just do that. It's just slightly above this time, but there you go. But it is following the same path, right? And you can see the golf cart better actually, so that's better, right? Okay, but that's how you do motion tracking, right? As well as that, let's just take that off, reset it, and come off it like that. Next thing I want to do is just grab hold of this, make it bigger again. Let's grab it all and make it bigger. What I'm going to do now is show you what the clip does. Right, clip is the animation speed for that particular thing. You can see how fast that's going. Right, the heart shape I'm on about. Right, so let's just play that. Right, now if you speed this up, you'll speed up the heart shape. So I say we'll go 200. Watch this in a minute. How fast that goes. Okay. Speedy Gonzales. That's how fast it goes, right? So that's what that clip speed does, and the duration you can make it take quicker or longer according to what you want it to. As you can see, extends the duration, so you've got a longer animation or a shorter animation if you wanted to. I like that, right? So you can do that. So it goes fast and it goes off quicker. So let's have a look at that. Watch this. Boom. Right. I had to take the motion track off in order to show you this. So, as well as that, you can also change the colour of the heart shape by clicking on the colour and changing it to whatever colour you wanted. Now, whether it's yellow or green or pink maybe, because it's a heart shape. Obviously you'd have to change the colour of the text separately if you wanted to change that to be the same colour as the heart shape. Okay, but that's basically what you do with all the texts. If you've got any clips, you can do that. You can do motion tracking if you need to, things like that. And the hexadecimal, it's easy. All you need to do is find the hexadecimal you need, or save the one that you've used and put it on a piece of paper or something and keep it to one side, knowing that you need it for whatever website or whatever thing you're going to use it for, and that's the best way to use it. Okay, there's something else I need to talk about. Let's go back on to here. Let's delete that. Now, say you want a credits thing. There are some credits here, like this one, credits 1. Let's click on that and bring that onto here. And as you can see, if we go to the top, you'll see it's got line 1 and line 2. Like I said before, line 1 has got the title, and line 2 is going to have all the rest. So the title is the main text, and the subtitles is line 2, and that's that, right? So you got line 1 is the main text, line 2 is the subtitles. Okay, so that's how you make your titles there, and you can save them as a preset, like I have done. I'll show you here on my titles there. I made that, and most of my stuff are there like that. I've got different titles for different things, and name them after what you're using them for, like course reel credits, Create Studio or whatever, or Tunes AI credits, and you can add more. You know, I have got some other things there, and you can delete them if you wish. I click delete, simple as that. So once they've outgrown, you can redo them and change them how you want. I hope this tutorial is useful to you anyway. If it is, please like and subscribe to Tony's Tutorials. Thank you for watching. I hope it's been a great deal of use to you, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.